Escape by Night, a Civil War Adventure by Lori Myers. Chapter 6. Troubled. It is my turn to read, Annie announced as if it were a biblical truth. With her short dark hair parted down the middle, Annie looked like Mrs. McKnight. It is Marion's evening to read, Mrs. McKnight said. Marion may be reading tonight, but tomorrow it's my turn, and nobody better try to take my place, Annie said. Tommy knew no one in the room was foolish enough to try that. What are we reading? Tommy asked. History of the Covenanters in Scotland, Marion said. Everyone in the family loved those stories. The British government wanted to conquer the Covenanters, who were heroic Christians from Scotland. It was kind of like the Yankees trying to take over the South, Tommy thought. Reverend McKnight walked in. He turned up the gaslight on the wall. Tommy, I found this outside. He held up a baseball. With all the refugees in town, things are likely to disappear. Reverend McKnight pretended to be a pitcher. His long legs and arms whirled around like a windmill as he tossed the ball to Tommy. Tommy caught it, and Reverend McKnight yelled out, Joseph, Mrs. McKnight said, suppressing a laugh. We couldn't let the runner get to first, he said, giving her a peck on the cheek. Marion, you better get us started before the runner heads to second. Marion smoothed her back ringlets, then began reading in a soft, tension-filled voice. Tommy had chosen a seat by the window. It was not the most comfortable seat in the room, but he could see the church. Samson curled up under the chair. The family listened as the Covenanters scattered throughout the countryside. Tommy turned his attention to the church. The corner of the churchyard appeared to be filled with fireflies, more than Tommy had ever seen, flashing their lights on and off, on and off. He looked closer. It was only a few of the hospital patients standing outside smoking their cigarettes. Bang! Marion yelled as a Covenanter shot a government soldier. Tommy wished he could be like the Covenanters, heroic and brave. If Red really was a Yankee, Tommy could expose him and be a hero. He imagined Robert E. Lee stepping off the train at the Augusta depot and shaking Tommy's hand while the citizens of Augusta cheered. With great feeling, Marion read the final words of a soldier to the minister. You owe your life to this mountain. Then, in a perfect minister's voice, Marion read the reply. Rather, sir, to that God that made this mountain. Marion closed the book and said, The end. Marion, that's not the end, Reverend McKnight said. Well, I want a happy ending. A book is the only place to find a happy ending nowadays. Yes, Annie said, the war is ruining everything. You have to wait in line forever at the store, and then they don't have half of what you want. When the war started, everyone said it would not last more than 2 months, Marion said. It has been going on for over 2 years. Father, how is the war going? Tommy asked. They could tell by Reverend McKnight's face it was not good. The Yankees are almost in Georgia. Marion threw up her hands. Next thing you know, they'll be in Augusta. Tommy held his breath. Is there news from Atlanta? Mrs. McKnight asked. The fighting is in the mountains now. If the North is victorious there, I fear the entire state will be lost. And if Georgia is lost, the Confederacy can scarcely survive. Mrs. McKnight gasped. You mean we might lose? Tommy asked. This was something he had never considered. It was one of those impossibilities, like flying horses. Marion straightened in her chair. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. That's 2 Corinthians. Very good, Reverend McKnight said. Tommy glanced out the window again at the church. He felt troubled on every side, and distressed too.